Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this BISSELL Revolution HydroSteam Pet Steam Cleaner. So this uses steam and chemicals to clean your carpet. There is some assembly required, and I'm going to show you how to assemble it really quick. So here's everything that comes in the box. There is a little bit of assembly required, but you don't need any tools. Okay, so the first piece that we need to install is this one. And it's got these little ears, and they're going to go right here. You may have to tilt it up a little bit, but we're going to push that in. Okay, so we want to push in until that is nice and flush. Now we're going to get the handle. Okay, so we're going to put, it's got an electrical connection. We're going to put it in. It will only go one way. We're going to put it in till it clicks. There, it clicked. Okay, so next we're going to take the water tank, and it simply just snaps on there. You'll hear kind of a click, and when you want to take it off, just pull it off. Okay, so now that we've got it assembled, it does come with this really nice bag with this hose. We can attach this hose and use our hand attachments right here. And it comes with this hand attachment and this. We do have some chemicals it comes with. But if again, we're going to fill up the solution tank, we're going to use this right here. It's got markings on the side for a large area or a small area. And here's how we remove the dirty water tank. You're going to tilt that handle kind of down, and here comes the dirty water tank. Okay, so getting the lid off the dirty water tank can be a little challenging. You got to make sure to move this handle all the way to this position. And you're going to grab right here, and you simply lift straight up. Again, it can be a little tricky. And then to put it, and then you're going to dump your contents out, put this down, and now you're ready to put it in again. Okay, so to put it in, you're going to kind of put it in at an angle, and it should snap into place. Okay, so we're filling up the solution tank. I'm using hot water, it says, from your faucet. I'm filling it up to this mark right here where the water is, and then from the water mark to that mark is going to be solution. Now the solution you use, you want to make sure it's for upright cleaners. That means it's a concentrated formula, and it's going to be mixed with water properly. Okay, so you can see we have quite a bit of water, and now it's time to add the solution. Right there. And now you simply just snap this lid closed. Okay, so the water tank the solution tank has a really nice handle, and again, you're just going to put it in, and you'll hear a click. Make sure it clicks in there. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to attach the hose if you want to clean using the attachments here. So you lift this up here, make sure there's a solution tube right there. Just push that in, and that little red thing will kind of click into place. If you keep pushing just a little bit harder, that'll pop out. That means it's inserted properly. Now, to take it out, you're simply going to push that release lever and take it out. And make sure to close this lid. Okay, so when you do have a lot of water in here, this unit is kind of heavy. You're not supposed to grab it by the handle. You're supposed to put your hand right here, and it kind of balances it. This is how you can carry it, because it is kind of heavy. Okay, so we got this area rug from my mom. We're going to give it a nice cleaning. The first thing you're going to do now, you're going to hit the power button. This is going to turn it on. Now this light down here is going to flash. When the heater is fully ready to up the temperature, then it's going to be steady. Okay, so when you first turn it on, it sounds like it's like in suction mode or something. That's normal. It's preheating the water. That took about 10 to 20 seconds. It should take less than a minute for that to go steady. Okay, so up here again, this is the power button, and this is the mode button. Now you're going to have to watch the display down here. The display for what mode you're in is right here, and there's 3 lights. When you first turn it on and you're waiting for it to preheat, that's the Steam Max Wash. So that light is lit, and you'll hear kind of the suction on. If you press the mode button, it goes to Steam Preheat. That's Steam Preheat. So you'll get, the beater brush doesn't run and there's no suction, but you do get a lot of steam coming out from underneath the machine. Now be careful, that steam is hot. If you press the mode button again, it's going to go over here to this water droplet, and that's quick dry. So there's 3 modes of operation. Steam Preheat, then you're going to go to Steam Max Wash. That turns this on, the suction, and then it allows you to put solution down. And then we've got steam, then we got quick dry. So we'll be watching this indicator down here when we hit the mode button. Okay, so hit the foot release, and then this will come over center. And now when I press this trigger, And I've got it on steam mode only. All we get is steam coming out. Now that steam is going to have some solution in it because the only water that this machine has is this water tank up here. So the steam will have some solution in it, but you're supposed to pre-treat areas with just the steam. Okay, so anytime one of these icons is flashing, that means it has to heat up. So right now it's heating up the water right now so that we can make some steam. So now it's going to turn solid. Okay, so that could take up to a minute for that to turn steady if you've been using it for a while. Now my light is steady. Now we're going to do steam. Now be careful again. The steam that comes out of here is really hot. Okay, so kick it over center with the lever right there. And now pull the trigger up top like you're letting solution out. And now steam will come out. Now be careful. This is supposed to loosen up the dirt that's in the carpet. This is like a pre-treating the stain. Okay, so now we're going to go to steam wash match, the middle. And we're going to clean this area now with suction. The solution actually smells really good. It's doing a good job cleaning. I can just tell there's a lot of water, dirty water in there. Okay, so let's just take a look. Yeah, it's not putting down a whole bunch of solution that it comes through the carpet. Okay, so let's talk about these three modes of operation. This is the max. This puts down the most solution and it has suction. This is steam only. Now this one is called quick clean. It doesn't use steam and it doesn't put down as much solution, but you have the same suction. So if you use this mode, your carpet will dry in 30 minutes. With this one, it does put down quite a bit more solution and it could take up to 8 hours to dry with this one because it's putting down so much more solution and steam. Okay, so if you ever see all three lights lit up, that just means you turn the power off. So just turn the power back on. Okay, so now we're gonna do the quick dry. Now, when we do the quick dry, you're not going to see a bunch of solution being put down. It will suck up whatever it's putting down, but we're going to notice quite a bit of difference on the suction. You still have the same amount of suction, it's just not sucking up as much solution because it's not putting down as much. Now, what I failed to mention earlier is you're going to do two wet passes and then 2 dry passes. So you're going to go back and forth 2 times and pull the trigger the whole time. That puts solution down front and back twice. Then you're going to do 2 dry passes. Let go of the trigger and just do suction only front and back. Okay, so here is the quick dry. You're going to see it is working. It is putting solution down. Okay, so now we're back to the steam wash max. You can see it's putting quite a bit of formula. And there is steam in there. Even though you can't see it, it does say that there is steam in there. Okay, so keep an eye. This does have a max line. It's a little hidden. It's on the left-hand side. Don't go above that max line. You will start to lose suction. So again, when it does get full, it's going to change and not suck anymore. You'll hear the noise change a little bit. Okay, so you hear that? It's not working anymore, and we got to empty that out. We are at the max. Okay, so it's very simple to grab this. Again, you're going to press this handle down. This releases it, and now you can grab. Now use that handle to grab it. That's all the dirty water. And again, you're going to just grab right here and lift straight up. Okay, so let's see how dirty the water is. Wow, this thing did a good job cleaning. Okay, so it's time to clean Miss Fiona's chair. We're going to use the hose attachments here. Now this hose attachment, it's going to put spray solution out right here, and then we've got suction up here. Okay, so we've got the attachment attached. Now, it doesn't really say in the manual what mode to use. I'm going to use this mode right here because steam does not come out here, only solution. So no matter what mode you have it in, only solution is going to come out. And I did some tests. You get the same amount of solution whether it's in this mode or this mode. So when I press the trigger, I'll get the same amount of solution. So again, I'm going to press the mode button, turn it on. Now I've got it in there. Now when I spray, I get solution. And I can scrub with that scrub brush. Okay, so let's talk about, this is the 2-in-1 pet upholstery tool. Now this is a dry chamber. When we select this switch, we got dry and wet. So when we do dry, it's going to act like a vacuum cleaner. This area right here is going to suck, and it's going to put it into this, all the dry material into this chamber. When I move this switch to wet, then I press the spray trigger. I do have solution that comes out deep down in here. There is a nozzle, and this is the suction for the wet. So it's a 2-in-1. The wet does not end up here. All of the wet mess will go down the hose and end up in the tank. But the dry material will not. And I'm going to show you that real quick. So let's move this to dry. I do have to turn the machine on. Okay, so now, again, this area right here, I can suck up all the mess first, the dry mess. And get the crumbs out of there. It does okay with hair. Okay. Now I'm going to switch this to wet. Now when I spray, I get solution coming way down there. And now it acts like a normal cleaner. I don't see the solution coming out, but it's coming out. But it's not going into that dry material area. Looks like you might get a little bit in there. But it's doing a good job. Okay, so let's take this top off and clean it. You're going to press both these buttons and then lift up right here at the same time. Very simple. Now we can use this tool to go down in this, that's the suction chamber right there. We can clean that area. We can take this over the sink, rinse all of this off. This is supposedly where the steam comes out. I do see some little connections right here. Now it has a brush cleaning tool on the other end. If you've got some hair in the brushes, you can use this. Now this part doesn't come out. We'd have to turn it over and take out some more screws because there's a belt attached. But we can clean this area right here and rinse all of this off here. And then when I flip it over, I do have some more nozzles right here. And again, you can kind of just wipe out this whole area, get this all nice and clean. If I need to change the belt, I can take out these screws here, and there's supposedly a belt underneath there. Yeah, and I can see the belt. It's right there. If I turn the nozzle, you can see the belt. Okay, so now to reinsert this, there's these 3 tabs here. You're going to put those tabs in first and then rotate it. You'll hear this click and that click. That's installed now. Okay, so I like that it comes with this bag. It's vented on one side, so you can put everything in there. Everything's going to dry. I've got the manual in there. The cord wraps up. You can snap it onto the other side of the cord so that it stores very easy. When I want to take the cord off, you can rotate this so that you can take the whole cord off at once. And I just hang the bag right there on that hook. Okay, so overall height to the top of the handle is right about 44 inches. So front to back, you're looking at about 16 and a half. And then left to right, you're looking at about 12 and a half inches. Now the data tag says it's 120 volts, 60 hertz, 12 amps. So underneath the video, if you could give it a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Also, I'll put a link to it in the show description notes. If you click on the link, the product won't cost you anymore, but I do get a percentage of the sale. I did buy this product with my own money, and I was not paid for this video. Again, underneath the video, if you see the word "see more" right underneath the video, click on it. It's going to expand the description, and in there you'll see a link to Amazon. That's where you can purchase it. So again, I hope this video helps. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.